Sorry, yeah. Okay, question number 2. When we talk about clean renewable energy technology in New Zealand, currently the government of New Zealand is focusing more towards which kind of renewable energy? Land, wave, water, wind, solar, and where are the main fundings coming from? From the university research fundings or from the private or more from the government initiatives?
Most research funding, I think, will come from the government. I don't have the exact figures with me, but I'm sure they'll be right and looking to see whether the beams will nod in my direction. They do. So I get a tick for that one. I got that right. This is to finish my qualifications. The second question you asked was renewable energy. We have a big hydro generation capacity, have had for many years, which has been hugely important. We have been growing our wind generating capacity, which is growing in importance, and it creates its own controversy, but it's growing in importance. We very early on started with geothermal energy, drilling down into the earth and getting the heat out of the earth for geothermal power. We probably started that 50, 60, maybe more years ago. That has now been re-energised and reinvigorated. There's far more investment now going into geothermal energy, in fact going in with enthusiasm at the moment. It'll be a very significant contributor to renewable energy for New Zealand. So those would be the three component parts of the renewable sector. We also have some gas-fired electricity generation. We've got one coal-fired generation machine, facility, which also can switch to gas as well, which is obviously cleaner still. So that's where the renewable is focused, and I think the two growing segments would be wind and geothermal. The first question you asked, I think, was how do we, I wasn't quite certain of it, but I think this sort of is how do we sort of get the interaction between the various players so they're all sort of vaguely facing in the right direction. And that's really where sort of an active government policy that has been developed in collaboration with industry and communities can achieve the best. If it was just imposed without taking the considerations of others into account, the government won't get the support it needs. If it consults and engages with communities, then you are likely to get the support. But I'd have to say, having been in central government for a rather long time, as I was, you always have to have at the back some legislative base to get people to do things. Otherwise, they continue to leave it in tomorrow's basket. You've got to move things into the urgent basket.